Hello, everybody. In 2016, there was a new game called American Truck Simulator. It really allows almost anybody to get the feel of what it's like to drive a great big truck. Even though they might not be able to drive the actual thing, but the American Truck Simulator is just one way to have a little fun and fantasize driving the great big beast. Right now, they're now about ready to complete two more states in the West Coast, Montana and Wyoming. And what they're really doing, they're generally going from west to east. That's the production stages. So they'll start out in the west coast, then comes both the east coast and part of the south, and then comes the south and the northeast corner. Here is a map of the United States. And now there's about 4 regions. The western states, the midwestern states, the south, and the northeast. And I found out it takes somewhere between 16 to 20 years for American Truck Simulator to complete the entire map. And of course, there's some rules they also have to go by too on what buildings and stuff like that are allowed. The government is going to allow to put onto the game. I wish the government would sometime learn to stay out of it. But it's in a way where people can learn the areas of trucking. There's a section on the game that I am going to help develop. And I am going to work on the part of Missouri. And usually what it does is that each time when somebody comes up with an idea, sometimes if it's with social media, they write it up, and then the social media supervisors got to take that and give that write up to his supervisor. And his supervisor, then they got to get ready to call for meetings, and anybody who's watched the video on how it's made, on how much time it takes for them to put just one video game together. 3 to 5 years, because half of the time they're spending half of the time sitting in the office is just have to meet with meeting after meeting after meeting, trying to how they're going to design the graphics, how they're going to design the trucks, and things like that. So they're spending a little bit, half of that time in the office going through design meetings and things like that. So they just realized that those guys, they're almost like slapped against the wall on what they got to do before it goes into production. Now, I might see another car or something like that if I ever get the game and I decide to do a long haul run, maybe like from St. Louis to Texas, and I see one of my buddies, so I might just be able to reach up and go, sound the horn. But that is going to be great. American Truck Simulator. now they are now about ready to release the state of Wyoming, and then after Wyoming gets released, they got one more state they gotta release in the west, which is Montana, part of almost the northwest area. And then they're going to start working its way east. They're going to do Texas and Oklahoma, then Missouri and Kansas, and then on east. So that's how it's done.